We're in person.
No, our Zooms are just that good.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi, Caesar.
He's getting all the love.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Hello.
Oh, you not done. He's like, don't you stop. Yeah.
He'll take them as long as you give him. Jinjo! Thanks. Alex and Marina next week
Hello.
are doing their April Fool's episode.
Oh, what movie are they doing?
New Moon.
Oh,
They did
nice.
Twilight last year.
Ah,
They did
nice.
50 Shades Freed the year before that. 50 Shades Darker the year before that.
Oh, nice.
And the inaugural one was 50 Shades of Grey.
How are we gonna start this bitch?
We're starting with a movie.
Pinocchio. Hi, Daron.
Hi, how are
I can
you?
hear you guys now. Hello.
Oh, good.
Good. Hello, Brandon.
Hello.
Can you hear me too?
Yeah, we've been hearing you the whole time.
Wow.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah, I watched
Here,
Pinocchio.
you watched it finally?
Yeah.
I knew you didn't watch it for the first time.
I don't do.
I
I
don't.
mean, the plot, you could have read the synopsis and you probably would have been fine.
Yeah, it's an experience though.
It is.
Darren's gonna actually start us off after our 5 second break, so.
Oh, with
Oh.
the movie I watched?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, you ready, Lukey?
Yeah.
One, two, three, play.
All
Oh,
right.
movie.
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 Movie. Lucas, I actually watched Mrs. Doubtfire for the first time
Whoa.
all the way through.
That's the movie I've seen most in my entire life.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
Brandon was like, oh, you should tell Lucas. I was like, well, he's either going to love it or hate it. So
Yeah, love it. It's
it was good.
seminal.
There's like,
Hello.
Florida State.
That's Seminoles.
there's like, there's like, I want to say like three scenes I've seen like 10 times, but I've had, like, I always know that
Yeah.
he catches them because he's pissing standing up. Like, that's ingrained in my head. I've
Yeah.
seen that for every reason like 5 times,
Yeah.
but I've actually never like seen like the beginning and the ending. Like, I was like, oh, I didn't even
It's a
know that
weird
they got
movie.
divorced like in the movie. So, yeah, it was
It's,
good.
it's a
Enjoyed
weird
it.
movie. It's a good movie. I
Yeah, I
watched
didn't see
Stand By
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Me in the
Oh, that's
theater
good too.
today.
Rip Rob Reiner.
He died.
Allegedly.
That's a wild allegedly.
Yeah, it is. It is
But have you seen Pinocchio?
a true story.
No, the original Disney one.
Oh, yes.
I have two, but like decades.
I actually watched it last year for the first time. I kind of want to go back and watch a lot of like the retro. Um,
The Bambi, Dumbo, Snow
yeah,
White.
I watched Snow White and stuff. And Pinocchio was kind of a wild ride. Like I don't remember it being. I was like, these guys were on some drugs when they made this.
It's a
So
Same with
Pinocchio heavy decade so far. He's had a
it
lot of
is.
representation.
Yeah, a lot of it. At least two. I never
Three.
watched the Guillermo del Toro one.
There's
Um,
the Zemeckis one.
oh, there is a Zemeckis one. You're right. Um, I I know that Dumbo's a trip.
yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Dumbo, so that's on my list as well.
Dumbo's a fucking trip. That's a wild one. Jungle
Dumbo
Book's an
sucks.
old one.
Is watch that too. That held up pretty good.
101 Dalmatians.
Yeah, I actually watched that just like a couple weeks ago on a flight. I needed like a really quick movie, and I was like, oh, perfect. So
You picked 101
I
Dalmatians.
did because it was like 70 minutes. So I was like, all right, perfect. I have 70 minutes on this flight. So this is the movie I'm going with. So yeah.
Lucas, where were you flying from where you watched all those movies?
Mexico.
That's right. You watched everything. You watched Weapons and Sinners and
Oh,
I,
nice.
I saw Weapons in theater. I watched Sinners and Anatomy of a Fall again.
wow.
Bra-
Yeah,
What a plain film.
Brandon, are you a movie
love that
plane
movie.
guy?
I've barely flown on any planes until like this
He's afraid
last
of him.
Oh, did not know this.
until this last year when I was in this management program with my work, and so they were flying me out to places, and basically they didn't have any movies or things. So I've only seen a very few. I've seen Ad Astra.
Mm.
I've seen
Pretty bad. I liked it. I don't really like Bad Astra.
the Bad Astra,
Bad Astra.
and I've seen half of Hot Fuzz. So that's about it. I would watch more for sure.
It's fair.
Bad
I
Fuzz.
lately I've been a big plane movie guy, so
Not Bad Fuzz.
Like the
Hot
Dane
Fuzz
Cook
is amazing.
movie, Planes.
I didn't see that.
oh God,
I don't like Dane Cook really either,
I heard it didn't
or
really
his
bad.
stand-up.
Except for Good Luck Chuck
Employee of the Month.
and Pinocchio.
And Pinocchio. Let's talk about this movie. So the movie opens up. Tybalt the horse, the animal
Frames it.
character, is the narrator of this,
A framer and a participant.
but only for a little bit. They don't really ever do the framing narrative again. To tell us that there are too many fake stories out there of a wooden puppet and how his nose grew and how it's all lies. The real truth that everybody's sheep out here. He's a horse. He's going to tell us the true story. And it's about how an inventor named Geppetto creates a wooden puppet named Pinocchio, who then becomes secretly blessed by the
And
fairy
sapient.
Lucilda to be able to talk and move like a human.
To become sapient.
Homo sapient.
Exactly.
And I don't remember what Geppetto was fixing for this fairy, but he was like, she's like, how should I repay you? He's like, oh, doing work for you is just good enough. And then she's like, no, I'll repay you. How did she know to zap something to life inside of his house?
It's a lonely
She was like
guy.
riding away on a horse and was like, bam, here
Projects
you go.
loneliness.
What?
He projects loneliness.
Yeah, big loneliness vibe.
Could have been a sex doll.
They don't go into detail, but it totally could have been.
Yeah.
Pinocchio's a way different story.
He's an
Yeah,
AI sex bot.
Yeah, Pinocchio.
Mm-hmm.
Pinocchio.
it is a true based on a
Penis
true story.
Holio. Penis
Penisolio. Yeah.
penis
Pino,
aches
pin,
my hole.
penis in my holio.
Penis aches my hole.
There you go. So everyone just keeps like fainting and tripping now that he's alive, but you flash forward. I don't know how long, but you flash forward.
He's going to college.
Pinocchio is now doing acrobatic gymnastics on the back of his moving horse Tybalt. When they need to go into hiding quickly, as a detective, Brioni comes over to
Yeah,
Geppetto's
why
place trying to find major criminals.
would they be in trouble if they found Geppetto? I mean, Pinocchio looks like a real boy too. He doesn't look wooden at all.
No.
No,
So what's wrong with having a boy?
Spoilers, when he becomes a real boy, I was like, he looks the exact
he
same.
looked exactly the same. Right? He
What's
didn't
wrong
look
with
wooden
having
at
a boy
all.
or a puppet? Can you not have those?
Yeah, his mouth should have moved like a
Yeah, in
Well, I
nutcracker.
any
guess his
case,
anatomy we couldn't see underneath his
but how would he?
clothes, but he had a place you could stick your hand up his ass, so he could.
How would
So that probably
these two
changed.
qualify as suspicious people? A puppet and a horse.
Because they can talk. It's like
Well,
it's
then
like
just don't talk.
it's like Shrek. Um, you know how Lord Farquaad's trying to get rid of all these fantasy creatures.
That
It's
was
just
kind
not
of
talk.
that was kind of a confusing part for me. Is that they're like, oh, he's a wooden puppet. He's weird. Yet we have like talking cats and talking.
Yeah, they didn't give a shit
No,
about the
they didn't.
person.
No,
Wow.
they're just very
No,
anti puppet. They must be anti wood. I don't know because they made it seem like he was such a freak. But then, like you
it's
said, look at
a
any other character, and you're like,
allegory for immigrants and how they face outsider status, especially with the ice raids,
hmm.
And they're pro deforestation because
Yeah,
they
oh,
hate wood.
and the senor and senorita code names and stuff. It's all
Yeah.
there.
they're so tired of all these propaganda environmentalist movies. They're like, no, we're saying fuck wood.
Fuck wood.
This movie is
Wood,
about immigration.
ice. Very close. Um, and so Pinocchio wishes to see the world, but he's forced to live in hiding with Geppetto since he's the only talking puppet in the world, and Geppetto doesn't know if the world will accept a talking puppet.
Mhm.
Spoilers, they won't.
They accept a talking weird ass cat and a weird ass horse, but human puppet boy is too far.
Way too far. And a traveling circus businessman named Mangiafuoco is upset that they're not making that money that they used to. And his
Congo said.
assistants, the fox and the cat with the gun, just aren't giving out any good ideas on how to market this circus. I also never caught their names. I specifically refer to them
The
as
action
animals.
right it's the action right itself. You have talking animals, right?
Yeah.
Just put them out there.
Yeah, you'd kill it. Why is or a wooden puppet? Why is the human girl
Or
the big
a
act?
lady. She can sing, I guess, or is hot.
She was a child. She was 12.
Well, I mean, she back then
Pinocchio
in
had eyes.
Pinocchio's time.
Oh, Pinocchio
That's
had it.
that's like she's nearing almost her biological clock is ticking.
Back then, 2021.
No, in Pinocchio's time,
Yeah, I don't know when this age is, but
medieval times.
after hearing a commotion, Pinocchio and his talking horse Tybalt rescue a girl named Bella, whose carriage, her horse-drawn carriage, had lost control. Nearly goes over the edge. That he does some of his acrobatics to ride alongside Tybalt, jump onto the moving carriage, pull her off, have her jump. And that fucking horse in the carriage didn't even go off the cliff in the end. They
No.
didn't even die.
It was some good video game graphics,
Could you imagine
cutscene.
the video game of this on the
Oh.
It'd be
PS2?
sick.
Oh.
You go to like Tybalt mode.
You can swap between characters.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
You need to use different characters to get past the different levels.
for
Oh
puzzle
god.
purposes.
What was that? We
Over the
watched
hedge.
No, we watched a movie on here and there was a video game about it and you like watched like a walkthrough of like 2 hours
Space
of it.
chimps.
It was Space Chimps. You played that actually.
I no Seth did, I think.
No,
I did watch the Let's Play.
you bought the Space
I
Chimps
bought this. Oh,
recently,
I did, and
and it was the worst thing
it
ever.
was shitty as fuck. I played it for like 5 minutes. Yeah, it was
But
unplayable.
Toontown,
Toontown's the best. It's
Hmm.
great.
you played
Long live
Toontown?
Toontown.
I can't say that I have.
Play RuneScape?
I did used to play RuneScape. Yes, that
RuneScape guy
was
too.
yeah, I was introduced to that. Wasn't very good.
StarCraft, Warcraft,
Mm-mm. Nope.
You
Penguin.
ever you ever
No.
you ever model on webcams?
Not yet. Got some things lined up though. We'll see.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll keep you guys posted.
Brandon has
I know he has.
avidly.
What do you think is who do you think his one subscriber is?
Gracious of you to think I have one subscriber.
I know, right?
It's Darren.
So because they saved the girl, right? And immediately the
Right.
cat with the gun catches up, and for saving the girl, he just right away shoots point blank Pinocchio in the chest.
Best part of the movie.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, they shot the protagonist right
They
now.
don't fuck around, but he's wood. He's fine.
It was so weird too. He like gets up and he's like, "I think I'm fine," and there's like, "Okay."
They're like, fucking shoot him again. He's fucking done. You can't die.
Oh God.
How could you kill Pinocchio? You'd have to burn him, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Silver bullet, garlic, stake through the heart.
Gonna burn that ass.
That kind of burn his ass up. That God, could you imagine if Geppetto made him have a fat ass?
Like a sex doll, yeah.
I don't know, that would have made more sense for the theory of he was a sex doll, but
This is Pinocchio with a fat ass. Are you
Pinocchio.
okay, Geppetto?
don't think he's okay.
He's not.
Definitely not. So he gets shot, but he lives. And Bella is an acrobat with the circus run by Mangiafoco. He's a strict businessman, but he recruits Pinocchio to join the circus with Tybalt as his talent agent. Tybalt was very anti-circus at first, but when he realized that he could be monetized as well, he was like, "Fuck,
Yeah.
I gotta join in."
Tybalt sucks.
Tybalt sucks so bad.
Oh, Tybalt. He's the star of the show for me. But yes, he does suck. But yeah, he's such a sellout. He's in there, oh no, Pinocchio. And then, yeah, like I said, once he found out
He's
that
an egoist.
yeah, he was like, okay, I'm in.
And so Pinocchio goes home to try and convince Geppetto to let him join the
Come
circus
on, G-Man.
because I guess he needs the permission. He's a
I
minor.
need to check with my dad.
He's a minor, so
Yeah.
Geppetto lets him go, but not for the money, but instead
No.
to let his son free from his home
Hmm.
that feels like his own prison.
Hmm. Hmm.
Go see the world, son.
Yeah, let me here to rot in this house.
And so the circus pulls into a new town, and everybody immediately hates the show until yeah, because their openers are Cat with the Gun and Fox,
Yeah, that's not a great opener.
and they were supposed to shoot the apple off his head, and then they don't, and I don't
I
know.
thought he was a pretty good marksman. I mean, he got Pinocchio right in the heart where it
Yeah, I
should have
thought he was
been.
gonna shoot the apple off his head and hit the fox.
Right in the wooden heart.
But Pinocchio comes out quickly, becomes the star attraction, along with blue-haired Bella. And Pinocchio's like begging Tybalt to be his father.
Weird. It was a very weird moment.
He like, I guess he needed a father figure, but he's like, "Can you please be my dad?"
Come on, Tybalt.
And again, I still cannot get past. This is
Horsey.
Napoleon Dynamite right now. I can't be your father.
That was good.
Oh
Please,
gosh,
Tybalt, be my
I know it was
dad.
so weird. It's like, well, I guess Geppetto's chopped liver, right? Like,
Yeah,
it kind of is your dad, but he needs one on the road, I guess.
everybody needs a road dad.
Hmm.
Yeah, he wants him to be his father while he's away from home until they can see the whole world, he said. What
Yeah.
is the life expectancy of a horse? I don't
He's
think he's
getting
gonna make
road
it.
dad.
Oh, especially how annoying he is. Like, he's gonna get shot too. So, yeah.
You know that
He's
King
gonna
of
be an
Leon,
orphan.
King's Leon song "Sex on Fire"?
I don't really know much Kings of Leon besides I've been
You,
roaming
you know
around,
what,
always
Darren?
looking
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
There's that line, "Head while I'm driving." He's like, "Dad while I'm driving."
Yeah.
Anyways,
Oh gosh.
So Tybalt decides to be his dad.
Yeah.
Sure. And Bella puts on a huge show too, as she does like a tightrope walking act plus like the spinny acrobatic rings. I'm surprised she didn't do the silk thing as well.
Hmm.
And sings this song called Every Show Is My Debut. That's just wrong.
Factually inaccurate.
but it's like a, a YOLO type of thing.
Except
Probably
if you're
life, right?
Pinocchio, because you can be shot in the chest and just keep going.
I
Yeah.
think I'm okay.
You only live
I
forever.
think the attraction of Bella is that these villagers have never seen a clean girl before,
I like that this is a Russian
or a
production.
blue-haired girl,
A blue-haired girl.
a
I like that
clean
this
blue.
is a Russian production, and they made English people dub this in the worst way ever. But she was still super Russian. Like you could hear her accent. So, but her name is Bella.
Bella's Russian.
Is it more than Svetlana?
Belastasia.
Oh, Bellastasia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Actually,
Beltano.
that's Romanian.
Bellatano Bacotini.
That's
The
definitely
Russian.
No.
Bellatano Bocatini, the Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. Um, I guess Geppetto Pinocchio. This is an Italian story.
That was made by a Russian film company that was dubbed over in English.
There you go.
Yikes.
Geppetto.
And so then you get a montage. Every animated movie needs a good montage of the circus's success behind its two new rising
Mm.
stars and a little chemistry building between Pinocchio and Bella.
Romance brewing.
Does that make her a wood sexual?
Hmm.
I don't think. I think she'd still just be a heterosexual.
Hmm.
Are you sure?
She's not attracted to him because he's wooden. He just
She
happens to be wooden.
Yeah, and to be fair, he does look just like a normal boy. He doesn't look like he's
He is.
wooden at all.
I
He's
was gonna
so
bring up
normal
like
looking.
people being in love with their cars, but then they don't look like humans, so but
Hmm.
they do give them genders, male, female.
Hmm.
I don't know. I think she's a wood sexual. She wants his wood.
Do you want to hear something crazy?
What?
I just thought of it. I'm in this ladies tournament bracket group,
Uh-huh.
because it's like a fundraiser for a kid at our school, and someone in our group is sixth in the entire country in the ladies bracket right now. It's
Wow.
fucking nuts. Let me check if they're still there.
The women's March Madness is so much easier because the level of competition and the discrepancy between like a 1 and an 8 seed
It's so.
is just based on size and athleticism. Like the schools that have the top tier girls are the 1 seeds are one for a reason.
They're ranked second in the country now. This is fucking absurd.
Wow.
They're
They're only
tied with like 8 other people for second in the country, but that's
they're,
it.
they're only behind that one person that started 0 for 47.
Yeah.
I mean 47 and 0.
Yeah, I was like, wow, what a comeback.
But anyways, isn't that the craziest thing of all time?
Who they picked to win it all? UConn?
UConn. Yeah.
I always
They
picked.
have like literally every Sweet 16 right. It's crazy. Anyways,
That's crazy. So let's see. Pinocchio has a little pep talk with Tybalt about Bella,
Ugh.
with whom he's fallen in love with.
Oh gosh.
He wants to put his lumber in her lumbar.
nice.
Thanks.
Blow her lumbar out. Yeah.
No, not pull it out.
No, blow it out.
But Bella rejects him.
Yeah, he got absolutely denied.
She said, "You're fucking ugly, man.
I mean, paraphrase, but yes.
Have your
Splinter.
father carve you differently." Trying to convince him to like leave the circus for its dangers, and then she tells him she doesn't even like him as a wood
It's
person.
Or as a
brutal.
friend.
It's all a cover up because she knows kind of the shady acts in the circus. Even though he loves her, she doesn't want to get him trapped in this.
Get away, you big dumb ugly animal type thing.
And then the cat with the gun and the fox come up, and they just start making fun of Pinocchio for trying to be with Bella.
Yeah, I like that.
Fucking
Hey, you
nerd.
think she would choose you? I'm kind
Yeah.
of on their side for that.
She's got blue hair, you dumb fuck. Yeah. She's so clean.
You're wood.
He's as straight as like as straight, clean cut as they come. You think an alt girl wants
Yeah,
that?
right, exactly. God.
And so he decides, after some harassment from the cat with the gun and fox, I need to become a real boy. And he
That will
learns
show him.
from the clown of the circus
Oh yeah.
that the fairy Lucilda has the power to make him real. I don't know how the clown knew this.
But he knew.
Clown's God.
Clown is God, you're right. And
Manifestation of the deity.
Pinocchio and Tybalt travel to find Lucilda, which is like past this through the forest up to the base of a mountain, through a trench thing, over some spikes, dodging gunfire. There's a parrot that was
Well,
squawking.
was it? And Tybalt was like super anti this journey, right? He was
Oh,
like, he was
super.
just like, I think
Complaining
that's where he
bitch.
said he has sausages for brains,
Yeah.
whatever. He's like, Pinocchio, sausage for brains. Like, why are you doing this?
Pinocchio.
He wants
Fuck.
bacon for brains.
Yeah, he's just trying to be a good dad and trying to be argumentative. So,
They also narrowly escaped being robbed by Mangiafuoco's accomplices. They were like they were told from the clown you got to go to the base of the mountain and then go through the
yeah.
trench. And just in the middle of the forest, there's just a random tent set up, and they're like, "It's me, the fairy." And Pinocchio's like, "Oh,
You're not the
that's
fairy.
that's them." And Tybalt's like, "Are
I don't
you?
think so.
I don't. You clearly said base of the mountain."
Yeah, right. That's why listening's important.
And they were like, "I only have 5 gold." And they're like, "Oh, that's what we need."
Oh,
That's
that's
how much it costs
perfect.
exactly.
God.
They almost got robbed, but they made it. So they make it to the mountains with the evil spirits, which is just a talking parrot to keep the travelers away. And Pinocchio convinces Tybalt to not be afraid as his father and join him in the quest. So they hop the spiky fence and they find Lucilda. And she states that right away, she's like, I can't turn you human. That you are human by acting human despite
Mm.
being made of wood. And he's like, no,
See, that's not. I'm not here for metaphors, bitch.
It's like I'm literally wood.
I'm trying to get some ass and I was told I need to be a
Yeah.
real boy.
This wooden dick won't do.
I need to be a man. She doesn't want splinters.
Yeah. It would break the condom.
Ooh,
It would pierce
right.
it.
What would he ejaculate?
Oh,
Sap?
Well, sawdust.
Oh, what? It's not going to be sap?
Why would it be sap?
Because that's more of the.
Well, he's not a tree. That's what trees ejaculate. He's wooden. He's a wooden boy.
He could still
He's not
have
a
some
tree
sap
boy.
in him.
It's not a tree boy. It's sawdust.
Shit, you're right. He's not a tree boy. I never thought about that.
He's not a tree boy.
He
Tree boys could
comes,
also ejaculate leaves, maybe.
maybe.
No, they poop leaves.
But the ones that are made out of pine trees, they shit pine needles. Fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't know you guys were so deep on this. I had no idea.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to discuss it to get it out there.
Sawd. I would maybe it's sap, but I would say sawdust probably
Sawdust is the minus 200 betting favorite on DraftKings right now. Sponsor this
on
episode.
Kalshi. Yeah.
It
Imagine shitting pine needles, though. Oh,
wouldn't be ideal.
Been there.
you've been there?
Summer camp.
I think I've pooped 14 times today, guys.
Wow.
Yeah,
What?
I have. Callie had this little stomach bug thing. She kept puking in her bed all week.
Oh,
And then
On purpose.
I
and
found you.
and now I'm not puking in my bed, but I just have diarrhea, but it's been like 48 hours and it's
Is that
terrible.
affecting your webcamming?
No, it's not right now. I'm okay.
Okay.
Thank God.
You're
That's the
stripping.
worst.
If you could still strip while having diarrhea episodes.
Honestly, I might have more subscribers
Yeah,
because of
right.
that.
Oh God.
You fill a niche.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Diarrhea dudes. Search them up.
That's you two.
That's us?
Oh, wonderful. We're gonna make a lot of money.
So yeah, she says he's human by acting human. She's hiding a secret and says to the parrot that comes up to her, she's like, it's not time to change him yet. And I was like, okay.
Well, because the parrot's kind of like, I thought you could change him, and she's like, not yet.
Fuck you.
A
Yeah.
little bit of dramatic irony, right? We know something that Mr. Pinocchio
That's
doesn't
it.
know.
Oh, you're an English
Mr.
teacher?
Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Gnocchi.
Crazy.
What are they reading now? Are they reading
Well,
something different than when we recorded Just Friends?
what was I saying that we were reading?
I don't know.
Probably the same. I mean, we're doing Yellow Fever or Fever 1793, so that's fun. When everyone got sick and died, and then Claudette Colvin, who was like 9 months before Rosa Parks, but they kind of shat all over her because she was a teenager. So reading that in eighth grade, and then sixth grade, we just finished up a book called Shipwreck at the Bottom of the World.
What about Hatchet?
That's fourth grade.
What about Julie of the Wolves?
Unaware of that one. So yeah,
There's a girl that is left in the woods and she gets adopted by a pack of
Her name
wolves.
Julie?
oh yeah,
Her name is Julie, yeah.
yeah.
Be
No,
great for my honors kids.
What about The Outsiders?
no, that isn't that high school.
I read that in seventh grade.
We do have some books like
We
we
did
do.
that in eighth
We,
grade.
we do Shakespeare. We do a Midsummer Night's Dream, which I think a lot of people
I didn't do
in
that
high
until
school.
sophomore
We did
year.
that eighth grade. So All Quiet on the Western Front, another
Mm,
high school level book.
I did
So
that freshman year.
yeah, yeah. What curriculum do you use, Lucas?
The Lucas Lorenz, whatever he wants to do
Oh,
curriculum.
that's a good one. I wish I had that one for Daron.
Yes.
We do Wit and Wisdom, so
We have we just I get to do I just do whatever. We're
I love it.
doing whatever. The
Lucas
honors
does,
juniors are reading Beloved.
Lucas doesn't like to grade things.
The freshmen are doing Poetry March Madness. We're watching Arrival in film class.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. As
Um,
long as I hit the standards, I'm chilling.
There you go.
Yeah.
and if you grade their work, I heard you're over a month behind in grading.
I'm fine now. I got it done now.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Wow.
I spent all of last Sunday doing it all.
What were you saying when you did Shakespeare in your class last year where it was like some of the kids that like couldn't even read were like, I want to do the original text.
Oh yeah, because we have the two versions. Yeah,
They're
and it
like
was
12
painful.
minutes in and they're still on the first page.
It'd be like, yeah, it'd be like, Macbeth, McDonald. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, it's rough.
And didn't you do something where they got to say like ass or something?
Oh yeah, they love saying ass.
Yeah.
Just in general.
We had what's his name? No, Bottom, whose head turns into an ass, and they say that. Kids love saying that. His head, he turned into an ass. So right.
Couldn't be more right, actually.
Right. Speaking of asses, Pinocchio.
Speaking of asses, yeah, Pinocchio here. They are returning to the circus, him and Tybalt, when on the way, Detective Brioni investigates a series of crimes and tells us that he has found out that while the circus is performing, people have been stealing from the vacant homes of the audiences.
It's a
And they
classic
over
three-card money scheme.
exactly. And they overhear the detective accusing Pinocchio of being the mastermind behind these crimes because he's the best act. And I was like, that's kind of a far-fetched claim,
Well,
but
you, you gotta pull for some straws, I guess, sometimes when you don't have any leads. But
and the two argue over what they need to do. Tybalt wants to just run away, save themselves because they're just being used by the circus,
hmm
but Pinocchio wants to go back to the circus to warn Bella since he
dude,
loves her.
you already got denied. Like it's time to move on.
And I was surprised by this. They split ways over their argument.
They did. Pulled a real C3PO and R2 in the desert. One went one way, one went the other way.
And one went the other way.
He's like, "Good luck. You're gonna need the luck, not me."
Remember, this
Pulled,
is a true story.
pulled a
Yes.
real Jack and Rose on the Titanic.
Oh,
She went on the lifeboat and then he stayed on the ship. But
right.
then the one comes back to the other.
Oh, that is
I jump,
true.
you jump. That's
I
that,
thought you were going with they went different ways because Jack was going to the bottom of the ocean.
I was
Not
gonna
Jake.
say that.
The real Ham and Luna situation.
Yeah.
Oh no. More Kilowalo Hiwo.
And what's that?
What was the monkey that was like
Houston?
what no no what was the monkey's name that was sexting her?
Was it not Houston?
I don't remember.
Is Houston the old monkey?
I think so. The one that had PTSD, the war
No, that was
PTSD shit. No,
no, that was Kronk.
that was yeah, Patrick Warburton. I don't remember. You should watch Space Chimps. I know we told you
I
not
need,
to,
well, yeah, you really changed
but
it.
this is Space Chimps 2 when the one monkey's having phone
When the
sex
nerd monkey.
with Kilowatt
Oh
Alien
my gosh.
Yeah, and he's mad he can't go hook up with her.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
on the other planet.
Zartog strikes back.
Um, so Mangio Fuoco, he threatens Bella about her trying to leave the circus and defending Pinocchio. So you see behind scenes that she's even defending him.
I know, crazy.
Dramatic irony.
Dramatic irony, as
He
the
loves
kids
him.
say.
And Tybalt, while he's on his own, is having a angel and devil on his shoulders, like ghost apparition versions of himself. His own conscience speaking to him about leaving Pinocchio.
Is that what a good dad would do? Leave their wooden child?
Probably not.
Probably not, but you know, he
He's
wants
a
him to.
dad, but he's no good dad,
That yeah.
as many of us know.
Are you okay there, Lucas?
Yeah, I'm good.
Just think about the peacocks. You'll be okay.
Don't bring those up now, Brandon.
You love them. They
Brandon,
count.
I can't
You can't.
emotionally engage with that type of depth right now.
Thinks about peacocks. He cries.
Oh, good to
They're
know.
so beautiful.
And they trust.
They
They would never.
That's the thing, Darren.
They would never abandon their
So
belief.
loyal.
They have a
They
rough
choose,
exterior, but
and that's the thing. Yeah, it's like it means something to them as much as it means to you.
So can you not?
those are real tears coming.
Can we? So are you? Can you not go on Peacock like the app because you just like get
That
emotional?
it makes me angry
Oh,
Yeah,
that
because
okay.
they're using people.
for
Oh, okay, so that
commercialization.
you just you like rage. Gotcha.
Yeah,
The instant he turns on, ah!
because it's a beautiful creature, and they're desecrating it for cash and dollars, like a pimp.
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
that's everything in our country now.
Everything is a pimp to something else.
It's hauntingly beautiful.
Let's see. The detective finds Pinocchio and starts to arrest him.
It's just to
But
fuck him.
but Tybalt shows up and saves him by horse kicking the detective crew all the way up into a tree where they all get stuck. He's brave now.
Mm.
I don't know why the detectives just didn't fire their guns. They had him drawn on the horse for so long.
Yeah, they really had a little stage fright.
don't put them in
Cats.
the circus.
The
Don't put.
cat's the only real shooter in this. He's the one got the balls to bring the heat.
Yeah, the cat with the gun. And Tibble gets an idea. But he comes back to Pinocchio. He's like, I've got an idea, but I have to abandon you. I have to do this on my own. I was like, what? So he leaves, and Pinocchio goes to the circus to warn Bella of the Mangiofoco's crimes. But when he gets there, he's captured and caged by Mangiofoco with Geppetto. They got his real dad.
They got him.
His biological dad.
Right. Well, then there wasn't there like a scene too before that where Geppetto's like just at home and he's like, I'm so desperately lonely. Maybe I should go find
Yeah, he
Pinocchio.
tries to find him and gets caught immediately.
Idiot.
And they're like, we're gonna force you to perform or we're gonna kill your dad. He's like, fuck, I guess I'll perform then.
I think he should have just not performed. He has another dad, Tybalt.
Tybalt's his real father. So Tybalt finds Bella, and after accusing her of everything that has gone wrong, he sees her wipe her tears with the same monogrammed handkerchief of the detective from earlier when they bound and gagged Pinocchio with it.
God, he's the real detective, Tybalt. Look at
Yeah.
that. Look at that detective skills.
And she states that it was left with her in the woods when she was taken away by Mangiofoco. So she's a lost child. She was kidnapped.
Oh, man, just this movie gets deeper and deeper. Pulls at your heartstrings.
And so I don't know what his initial plan was just to go and scream at Bella, but he then devised
It was a plan. He never said it was a good plan.
after hatching this plan with Bella and Geppetto and Tybalt, they agree to put on one more performance in which they will reveal to the audience that Mangiofoco is a criminal. And I love when he finds them all in like the carriage with the cage that they're locked in. Tybalt like opens the window and he's like, "Guys, I have a plan." And then he just like leaves the window open, and it was clearly big enough for them to just jump right through. It wasn't like barred or anything. He could have just left.
They could have gotten
Good
hurt
plan.
though.
Oh, you're right.
He
It's
didn't
a
even think,
big fall.
and you know he's that just so you got to think about those things. You know, big fall.
You could have swim season coming up. Yeah, you don't know what to preserve your body.
Yeah.
Sure that.
I think a woodman would be good at swim. He'd be too
That's why.
dense.
That's why he has to practice.
I guess you're right.
He wouldn't sink. He doesn't have to worry about that.
He could sink.
How? He's
He's-
wood.
I'm guessing he's solid all the way through. He's not.
No, he whistles and shit.
What does that have to do with anything?
He comes sawdust. There's airways within
No,
him.
there's things inside of him. You're right. Why the fuck would Geppetto hollow him out? That's so much work.
Well, he has nothing better to do.
But he's a puppet. He's got lots of holes.
You're right. He is. Fuck. He's a puppet.
He's a
Of
big
course
hole.
he has. Holes. Damn it. I
But
wasn't.
is that solid? I don't know how puppets work really.
He's
Yeah,
probably
or
a great
buoyancy.
swimmer. Then you're right.
Yeah, really small pebbles can float.
So they do this performance and they do it via the worst song of like I've ever heard. It wasn't like subtle hints to the audience. It was like
Right.
Mangiofoco and the cat and the fox are watching and they're like, they are stealing from you while we're performing. And they're like, the cat and the fox are like, did we approve this?
Like, yeah, I don't remember going over the
The
set
script
list.
This is a major criminal. And I was like, guys, come on.
They're like, we don't have time for subtleties. We're just gonna spell it out.
So enraged, Mangiofoco comes out and just lights the circus tent on fire. That's how you kill him.
Warranted.
That's how you kill him. Yeah.
And Bella's trapped inside, being held hostage by the cat with the gun. Pinocchio saves her, but gets trapped in the burning tent himself.
And he doesn't like fire.
No, he doesn't.
No.
And Tybalt, being brave
He's
once
allergic
more,
to it.
jumps into the fire over the thing, picks up his body and carries him out of the fire. Bella, seeing him dead, cries over his body. Body.
Oh,
But
body.
One of her tears hits him in the chest.
You know what movie this is, Darren?
Ah.
Brandon, tell him.
Fuck, what is it? I just
The Pikachu movie, or
it-
the Pokemon movie.
Oh.
It's the
Okay.
same climax
It's the
as the
same
Pokemon.
exact. Yeah, it's
movie.
Pokemon the first movie.
But this one's a true story, so
That's
who stole what from what?
right.
You're right. And as we've established, this story goes way back.
It does. Yes, this is older than time
Goes
itself.
Take it
back
back, take it way back, take it way, way back to the first black
pre-Jesus.
man.
Yeah.
Long ago before the white man could paint a black man with a gun in his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is exactly Pokemon the first movie where Pikachu's tears change Ash from stone to a real boy again.
Yeah, yeah. It's the connections.
So it brings him back to life and into a real boy. And then Lucilda, the fairy, shows up and she's like, by sacrificing himself for someone else, he's proven that he's human. So I guess he's just,
That's what
she didn't do
humans do.
anything.
She
The
didn't,
tears did
she
it.
didn't do a damn thing. She was a waste of space, I'll be honest.
So
Dumb
she said
witch.
it's not the right time yet. Did she know he was gonna die?
Apparently, she knew everything that was going to happen. Apparently.
She should have been the narrator.
Time is
I
circular
think it
for
just worked
her.
out for her. Like, she's like, wow. Yeah, she's like, I didn't see any of that coming.
Thank God. So, the detectives show up and they arrest Mangio Fuoco and his accomplices. And Tybalt makes this grand gesture to the crowd. Upon noticing the handkerchief, they realize that Bella is the detective's long lost daughter
Oh,
who
man.
was kidnapped 11 years ago
She was one.
when she was one.
It's beautiful.
She is beautiful.
But Mangio Fuoco's like, I didn't actually kidnap her, so I'm not that bad. I just bought her off of the kidnapper
That's right.
in the slave
Oh,
You know,
that's
trade.
slave market.
he like tried to make that like a big point. It's like, oh, you're still an asshole.
And so the remaining circus performers, Tybalt, Pinocchio, Bella, the clown, the strongman, they start a new traveling circus with Detective
An
Brioni
ethical
as the
one.
new ringleader. He wanted to be with his daughter, I guess,
Yeah,
but
so
he solved a major crime.
does he have any credentials to run this?
It's a new
Hopefully.
challenge.
So they perform together, and that
They
is
do
the
an ethical
end
circus. Yeah.
of Pinocchio,
Pinocchio.
a true story.
Only
Gosh.
true story.
Wow. What a
It's
ride.
true.
I mean, when I finished, I was just like, what was this? And it was
It was
just like,
bad.
it was bad. It was bad. The voice dubbing, the animation, and it was just like they similar to the song that they sang. There was like no subtlety in this. There was no like they wanted to spill this out for you as plain as day. They're like we don't want people to think too much, and so we're just gonna like lay out all the themes for you so you don't even have to think.
But it did thrill and chill us. We
It
have to give
did.
it that.
I was thrilled for sure.
Yeah. I mean, like we could have afforded to lose Tybalt. That would have been, huge. Like Tybalt
Sad.
dies for the
Dibble
cause.
dies. That would have been crazy.
I would have loved that, but no, no. Everyone gets what they
You
want.
see a horse skeleton in the tent. That'd be
Oh, that'd have been
crazy.
eerie.
You know what else is crazy?
Horse? Why are you counting down so slow? We're done that. Lucas, did you take quotes?
I did not.
I did. Oh,
You took some quotes?
I sure did. I'm pretty sure every single one of them was from Tybalt. I think I had one from
Gnocchi.
Pinocchio.
I have 10 quotes.
I have one, two, three, four, five. I have six.
Do all of yours.
Okay.
If you can take any of mine.
The first one, I think this was actually from Pinocchio. It was, "Time sure does take its sweet time." I was like, wow, that was so deep, Pinocchio.
Aristotelian.
You're yeah, you're wise beyond your years.
I think I had that and I got rid of it, so I'm glad.
Time sure does take its sweet time.
Platoan.
And then I'm pretty sure the rest are Tybalt. I mentioned this one earlier, but someone has sausages for brains.
Dumb.
Classic roast by Tybalt.
Got his ass.
It's better to regret the things you do than to regret the things you don't do. From Tybalt when he was like, "Go after her,
Ooh.
dude."
Yeah.
Just simply quit your whining. Quit your whining,
A
Pinocchio.
lot.
He says it a lot.
He does a lot. And then once he gets rejected, you have to learn to take no for an answer. So he was
Yeah.
pretty on the like, "Hey, dude,
Pretty-
she's not into you."
Consent. Yeah.
Yeah, like, "Hey, stop being a creep." And then lastly, probably the best roast because I think Pinocchio was referencing the clown he was talking about. And he goes, "The real clown here is you, Pinocchio."
Oh,
What
that was
just
sad.
absolute roast. So
That was one of my. So one clown said something, and then
yes,
another clown said something. But the real clown here is
here's
you
you,
because you
Pinocchio.
believe him. Ooh, god damn.
That's some hard dad, tough, tough love.
I got a wide range. I did I did the quote that made this thing famous online, Pinocchio. Father, when can I leave to be on my own? I've got the whole world to see.
Oh,
The yassified fucking Pinocchio.
yeah.
There's one point when Geppetto's like when he's doing the acrobatics, he's like, "Be careful, Pinocchio." He's like, "Dad, don't worry. I can't hurt myself. You told me I was made out of high quality
Oh
material."
my
That's
God.
right. Balsa wood.
Uh,
The worst material. Balsa. He would definitely float
Bamboo.
then. He would go so fast. You ever make balsa wood CO2 cars in middle school in
yeah.
tech
Oh yeah,
ed?
yeah, yeah. I remember that. I don't think I made a car. I was so slow.
Hmm.
Good times though.
I was a tech ed. I was a tech ed savant, guys. I did the whole like the city and the regional tech ed competitions where I did
I
one
don't know what this
where
is.
it was the CO2 car. I did one, I was in too many competitions. So I did one where it was like a balsa wood and tissue plane thing, but I didn't have enough time to do the plane thing to see how far it could fly to wet the tissue and then put it on with glue and all that. So I used hot glue and spit instead.
Huh.
I did not do well on that one.
I can't imagine why.
But I did kick ass in the. I took seconds in the county for the um, web search. Like
Oh.
there was like a competition of who could find the answers on the web the fastest. It would be like weird things where it'd be
Your
like
best
just
Googler.
it would be like Googling things, but then sometimes it would be like figure out
Binging things.
go to this web page and figure out what the pixelation rate is on it. So you would have to figure out where in the different, settings and things. So I took second there. And then the trivia competition, just general trivia, we took second. We lost to Will James's A team.
Oh. Those bastards.
That was you.
Was it?
I don't know.
Mm, I think so.
I was in eighth grade, so you were a freshman at the time.
Oh yeah. So. Oh well.
Oh well, yeah.
Win some, lose some.
Let's see. You said the so one clown said to another thing.
Yeah.
Oh, out of context, this is the funniest quote in the world, but it's in reference
To
the
9/11.
when Tybalt makes his grand gesture towards the end of the movie where um he's like, Detective Brioni, do you have your handkerchief? And he's like, no, I don't have my handkerchief anywhere. And Pinocchio just goes, you left it in my mouth, remember?
Remember?
So
Remember?
my quote is just you left
Left
it
it
in
in
my
my mouth.
mouth, remember?
Remember? I love
Oh
that.
man, I laughed so hard when I heard that.
Oh.
When Detective Brioni first comes to Geppetto's house and they're like hiding in the shed, he comes up to Brioni comes up to question him. He just goes, "You don't find that little fact suspicious?" And Geppetto's like, "What little fact?" He's like, "The little fact that you don't find it suspicious that there is no one suspicious in your home." And I was like,
I
Wow.
was like,
"What?"
fuck.
Like trying to
No.
like yeah, trying to like twist it on him. Like what the hell?
Um,
Always a better circus like organizer than he is a detective.
right.
Interrogator, yeah.
When the cat with the gun and the fox are first doing new ideas for the circus to Mangiofoco to get people to come, the cat's first initial ideas, how about this? I shoot the audience and the fox will catch the bullets in his teeth. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
That's not gonna work. They'll run away.
Um, oh, there's sausages for brains. I did take it.
Ah,
My friend, you may be made of wood, but you have sausages for brains.
God, Tybalt just loved to roast. He loved to cook. I'm not talking about sausage. I'm talking about insults. Am I right?
I don't even know what the fuck this is.
You could just say that for the whole movie.
This must have been when they were chasing down the carriage from going off the cliff. Somebody just goes, Santa Maria, Madonna's on a bicycle. Why'd you have to jump out like that? I was like, whoa, so
Very
many.
Catholic coded joke.
You know, right? Ah.
Detective Brioni quote, he goes, he may not get his own hands dirty in the robberies, but it's his own wooden hands that pull the strings. I was like, oh,
Ooh,
not bad.
Machiavellian.
And my last one's Tybalt talking to himself when they split ways and they're upset, and he's just fuming. He goes, your father? I have no business being your father, Pinocchio. You want your father? Here. They're in these woods. An oak and a maple. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. When he's pissed, he's
He was
pissed.
super pissed.
Got
You're the
pissed.
real clown. You're the really real clown here, Pinocchio.
Total of 14 quotes. Ratings time. And I think the score was 2-2-1.
Wow.
Lucas,
Hey,
what do you think excuse me, what do you think Thermometer Rotten Tomatoes critics gave it?
an 8%.
Darren?
20%.
One of you guys is right.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's me.
It's
I
Darren.
looked it up.
Oh,
Oh, he
cheater!
can't
No, we
do
weren't
that,
supposed to do that.
Brandon.
Now I know. Now I know. I didn't
Brandon,
know we were supposed to not look that.
intervene.
So I can give the point to Lucas. I knew it was 20%, which I thought was pretty high for this
I
one.
think it goes to Seth then.
But what about the audience score?
I don't know what the audience score is. You gonna guess
8%.
8%? I feel like audiences scores usually are a little higher. Could be wrong on this one. I'm gonna go with like 31%.
The winner today is Seth.
Ah,
The
fuck.
answer is 20%. You actually saw the audience score of
Oh.
20%.
What
The
was the Rotten Tomatoes
the
score?
Rotten Tomatoes thermometer score is not applicable, but
Oh.
they didn't have enough reviews to get it, but I went through the
Went
number of
through.
reviews, found the scores, did the
Brandon
math,
did it himself.
also 20%.
Okay. That's high, honestly. This should be in the teens. Or not the teens,
This
sorry,
movie
the
was
single
high.
digits. This should be in the single digits.
What about IMDb Metascore? This is
Ooh.
critics out of 100.
Is there one?
No, there wasn't, but there were 6 total reviews, 4 with scores, and I did the math and I got a
So this is out of 100.
yes.
20.
I'm gonna go with 18.
The winner today is Seth. It's a
Fuck yeah.
40.
40.
I
Somebody
hate
gave it a
that.
3 out of 5 on that.
Oh.
That's a positive tomato.
That is a positive
Oh my
tomato.
god.
But what about the audience score out of 10? Remember, this was our number 76, 74th worst movie of all time that we
Six,
did.
7,
I'm gonna go with 2.5.
2.1.
Our winner today is Darren. It's a 3.2.
Okay.
Brandon.
So critics gave it a 20 and a 40 for a 30 average. Uh, People gave it a 20 and a 32 for a 26 average. We already said where it falls on the list of worst and best films we've ever
All time.
done. Darren, what are you giving this film on the John Lasagna scale?
And that's 1 to 10, is that correct? Or
Yes.
0 to 10.
0 to 10
0 to
with
10.
with a decimal.
I'd probably give it a 1. I gave it a 1 out of 5 for my letterbox score. You could do half star. I gave it a 1. I mean, it's half star level material, but it was such a ride that I decided to give it a 1 star because it's one of those that it's so bad that it's. I think I said that in my review for Letterboxd. I said it was so bad that it was almost good, but at the end of the day, it was just really bad. So I'm gonna give it 1.
You seen The Room yet?
No,
With
I've heard.
Tommy Wiseau?
I have heard that is something. So
Or Double Down with Mike Breen? Oh, you should watch Doll Man.
Tall
Tall Man's good.
Doll
I
Man.
will say the worst movie I've
Tall Man
ever
versus Demonic
seen.
Toys.
The worst movie I've ever seen, and I don't even you can't stream it anywhere. We found it on a my brother got me a it was a Highway to Hell deep like horror flick movie. So there's like 6 movies. And there was this one called Delirium, and we usually watch it like once a year because it is the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire
You
life.
should watch Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong.
That's a
Okay,
bad one.
okay, I'm so waiting to see this one topped. So I have some work to
Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong was so
do.
fun.
So 1 for me. Not the worst thing in the world, but it was definitely a trip.
Lucas?
I don't think it's in my Space Chimps 2, my Big Money Rustlers, my Alice in Wonderland,
Ginger
half
Dead Ginger Dead
Ginger
Man versus
Dead,
Evil Bong.
Evil Bong.
Sir Billy.
Sure Billy's certainly Little Nicky. This I might even prefer this over the likes of of the talking alligator movies. The
Lyle Lyle
Lyle
Crocodile.
Lyle Crocodile.
Ricky won.
Ricky one. This is like a 1.9 for me. It's terrible. It's the its animation is is almost passable. Um, it's a tried and true scenario, a true story indeed,
It's
but
tried and true for sure.
it's not quite to the bottom layer of hell. 1.9.
And I am a 1.9. Hey,
What?
yeah. I had that locked in when I came in here.
Wow,
When I came out of the bathroom for the 14th time today. I was
that's
like, oh,
You've
fresh.
had a lot of time to think.
1.9. That's what I'm going to settle on. You are right. The animation is passable is the perfect word to use for it. The dubbing is horrendous.
Oh, it's
Really, yeah,
bad.
bad dubbing.
I, I I don't know how the Russian language compares to the English if it's like a lot longer, but there were so many times where the talking was done and the
So
mouth on the
long.
character was still moving, and I was like, okay,
I can't picture the horse as anyone other than
Napoleon.
Napoleon Dynamite.
I
I'm just like, or like I can't picture Pinocchio with like a normal voice instead of his yazzified
um
voice. You know,
it surprisingly runs a little long at an hour
Does
35
run
and
long.
that's not good. Yeah,
for this for
I'm
this
like, this could have
shit.
been even 60
It's the
minutes.
same runtime as Stand By Me.
Ooh, interesting. The voice acting is terrible. It's not a true story. There's a lot of plot holes. Um,
I'm still mad that they didn't like a wooden boy, but they were okay with a weird ass cat and fox.
but I guess it was
A gun.
for the most part inoffensive and it was Wild Wild. I did fall asleep twice watching this though.
Oh,
So
really?
that says something too.
I
But
did it. I did it once as well.
1.9. So a 1.9, a 1.9, and a 1.0. That averages out to an 8.7. One of our best movies we've
Oh,
ever done.
interesting.
Good
Wow.
average.
Not
Good
math
average.
teachers. I'll trust your judgment.
And guess this with the almost no critic reviews. I don't have any critic reviews for us today.
Big Rog?
No big grog,
He probably
but I do
passed.
have 7 user reviews.
From Letterbox?
IMDb, Little
I was gonna
Songbird,
Oh,
say Letterbox would probably be your best place, but
Little Songbird, Snoopy style,
jeez.
Cross Mask,
Autism.
Every Movie's a 10,
They've all seen this?
Stefan,
Really?
Lee Eisenberg.
No.
No, I'm kidding.
Any of them?
No, I did Letterboxd again.
Oh, you fuck.
We used to do IMDb for like literally like 12
4
seasons
years.
for 4 years, and we have some like regulars.
that's fair.
Like pretty much
Crossmaster, the
all the
dumbass.
Cosmas is a dumbass. Little Songbird is autistic.
Oh God.
Sethin is a racist.
Eisenberg wrote for The Office.
I yeah. Every movie's a 10 just rocks.
They're good ones.
Bevo.
Bevo.
But my user reviewers. First one. Oh, what other one am I thinking of? Oh, Muhammad, the Last Prophet.
Oh,
We
Good
did
movie.
an Islamic film on this. We had to play very careful about what we were gonna say.
yeah.
And
It's
it was
it's
we
a
gave it like 5.6s. It wasn't that bad.
it's a movie
Okay.
about Muhammad and he's never depicted on screen.
Wow.
You
Damn.
can't. You can't.
You know how they
Oh,
get around
really?
it?
Didn't know that.
You know how they get around it?
Ow.
Is you go Muhammad POV.
Oh my. Oh, so you're literally him.
Yeah,
Yes.
floating swords.
Okay. Wow.
So my first user review today is by Mia Lee Vicino, and they say
I'm Russian.
gay-coded Pinocchio gets shot with a gun by a talking cat. It's no ratatouille, but at least it's a true story. One
That's
out of
right.
5 stars.
That's a good review.
And ratatouille is from the dude that did the little panda fighter, isn't it?
I think so.
That dude did all of the Pixar spin-offs.
Yes. That fuck. Dinjo.
Next is by Vedant Patil. They say, he, they, Pinocchio. 1.5 out of 5 stars.
1.5.
Brief review. This is why I do letterbox reviews now because they're a lot shorter. Man, the Little Songbirds was 4 paragraphs
Oh my
each time.
gosh.
She
If-
wrote
if
reviews.
that'd be short if it was 4 paragraphs. Yeah.
Next one's by Hal from 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh,
Yeah.
They
We watched
say,
that in class.
shaking my head.
Some-
So tired of these horror movies being based on true events. One half out
Hmm.
of 5 stars. The next user reviewer's name's Dumsville, and they say it's kind of like watching an hour and a half of a PS2 era Final Fantasy
Yeah.
cutscene, only not nearly as funny. One half out of 5 stars.
It did. I mean, it was Shrek level animation, I thought.
Shrek?
Yeah.
No,
Eh,
not quite there.
It is as good as Shrek was.
It's not as PS2 as Sir Billy was.
So really, it's PS1.
You're right. Look
Yeah.
like fucking Spider-Man.
honestly, the animation kind of reminded me of Veggie Tales. So like growing up watching Veggie Tales, I'm like I could kind like especially with the
Yeah.
cat.
See, that's similar to Shrek.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I actually watched a couple of Shreks not too long ago, so I could see it.
Have you watched VeggieTales recently?
No,
Hmm.
fortunately not.
Yeah, unfortunately, you need to get
Unfortunately, I
back
need
to
to
your
get back, and
with Christ.
yeah, I want to hear a tomato sing to me about Jesus. Need to get back on that.
I didn't know it was a religious show for like years.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Why do you
it's
think
all
the
about like
tomato was singing
Moses and
about
shit.
Jesus?
and I never watched it.
Oh, I don't know why I watched it
The
when I
one
was
where
younger.
there was the pumpkin Job. His kids kept dying.
Mm.
From Arrested Development, Pumpkin Job.
That's when Pumpkin Spice Job.
Next reviews by Joel McCarthy. They say, I'm glad they finally told the true story. His nose didn't actually grow. He was aggressively homo, and he had no interest in becoming a
Aggressively.
real boy until he met someone with blue hair and pronouns. 1 out of 5 stars.
Dang. He's a
Lot,
hornball.
lot of pronoun and homo stuff in here.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Next one's by Isaac Cat Emoji, and they say Pinocchio be more zesty than an orange. 1/2 out of 5
One
stars.
half.
A lot of 1/2s and ones. I couldn't find anything. The highest I have on
Genuine.
here is 1.5.
I
Damn.
think the overall rating was like 1.6, which is like pretty bad for
Damn.
Xbox.
Damn.
And my final reviewer is by Vicky
Returner.
Headphones Emoji.
Returner.
And they say Pinocchio! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Sunglasses emoji, sunglasses emoji, nose growing emoji, thumbs up emoji, mushroom emoji, sunflower emoji. What a silly little guy. Dot, dot, dot. He's made of wood.
Yeah.
Tree emoji. Wow! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Dot, dot, dot. He wants to be on his own! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. He is in love! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Amazing! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Sunglasses emoji, peace sign emoji, leaf emoji, peace sign emoji. Loved when he got shot and died and eaten by a whale. Smiling emoji, two different whale emojis, 5 stars, dot, 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 five star or 5 stars emojis, hashtag gay rights, 1 out of 5 stars.
Good. That didn't read very smoothly.
Pinocchio, what a silly little guy. He's made of
Yeah.
wood. Wow. He wants to be on his own. He is in love. Amazing. Loved when he got shot and died and eaten by a whale. 5 stars, hashtag gay rights.
That sounded worse. You're right. The
So,
first
with
side
that
was
being
better.
said, are you recommending this film to anybody?
Not a soul.
Oh,
No.
No
ventriloquist.
souls. Yeah, I'm a puppet.
No, the puppet's mouth moves.
I'm a puppet.
I'm not recommending this to nobody.
You
Fuck that.
don't have any like enemies that you want to get back at, and you're like, hey, by the way, why don't you check out this great cinema?
What do you think Steve would think about
Boring.
this?
Oh god.
What do you think?
I would recommend it to
And
Steve.
Hugh.
Steve, Steve would honestly write it would be like, wow, this movie really makes you think.
That would be all he says.
That's all he would say, and like leave it. My roots run deep.
My roots run deep.
Yeah.
We asked our friend Steve who our his favorite basketball team was once, and he just said,
Yeah.
"My roots run deep."
Yeah.
And it didn't expand on it. And we're like,
Yeah.
what does that even mean?
Yeah.
What do you think it was?
Denver.
No, it was the Lakers.
That's right.
My roots run deep, and then doesn't answer the question.
So
Get
yeah,
him on the pod.
no,
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 No.
it's gonna get weird. With that being said, next week we've got guests.
Oh,
Lucas and I are taking a little break.
fun.
Marina and Alex are taking over, doing Twilight Saga series New Moon.
That's the one where they become corporate and plug into the computer world and stuff.
I no, I told Marina spoilers from like the fourth film, where I was like, do you really want to know? She's like, sure. I was like, so, 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 so Bella has a baby with Edward, and then there's a thing
And
with
Nestle.
werewolves where they imprint, where if they see somebody, they automatically love them and they have to be with them. And I was like, Jacob, as a full-grown adult werewolf, imprints on the fucking baby, newborn baby.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's just weird.
Understandable.
It's weird.
He
It is
imprints.
weird.
He sent Glancer.
Well, that'll be a banger of a podcast.
Well, that's not this episode. They're doing New
Oh,
Moon.
then it won't be a banger.
They're doing New Moon where Taylor Lautner cuts his hair and gets shredded and is mostly just shirtless the whole
Oh,
time.
then it will be a banger.
While she sees ghosts of Robert Pattinson.
Mm,
Yeah, it'll be a banger for sure.
it will be.
And then after that, we're coming back. We're doing Lucas, we're doing a movie called Geostorm. I'm sure it'll be
Geostorm.
exactly
I've
like
heard of that.
Moonfall and San Andreas
Yeah.
and Skyscraper.
It'll be a Geostorm.
It'll be a Geostorm. So thank you, Darren, for joining us. Thanks, people, for listening. Eat a Heath bar.
Oh.
And an apple. An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Yeah, and drink like gasoline.
Wouldn't recommend that, but
If you're at the gas station getting a Heath bar,
you might as well.
top off. Yeah.
You can just like when you like put the gas away after you're done pumping, you just can like
The little extra drops that are in
that's
the
for
end. Yeah.
you.
Yeah. That's the thing they don't tell you in
That's
school.
for you.
Those drop the gas are for you.
Which is fair. We
For
don't.
you.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. You're right.
You're right. They never taught us.
Mhm.
So, we'll see you guys later. Get fueled up, folks. Gadoosh.
Peace. Ladies is pimps too.
Ladies is Pimps 2.
Yeah, go and brush your shoulders off.
That's a sequel to Ladies is Pimps 1.
That's right. Good job, boys.
Good job. We did it. What a film.
That was a lot
Oh,
of film.
Stand By Me. Come in. I actually watched that for the first time. No, I take that back. I watched it before, but I hadn't watched it in a long time.
It's got some heaviness to it.
Lucas, just watch it. What'd you give it, Lucas?
It's like a 8.2 or something. 8 point, yeah. For
That's
me.
Marina's birthday choice.
It's a great choice. Mars Needs Moms.
Yeah.
They
Maybe our-
certainly do.
Your
That's gonna
6th
be our-
Evan episode.
That's going to be our space month.
Tybalt can go do that too. You can be
Yeah.
their mom.
Is that typically how you break it down to like different, like you have like a space month and like animation or
Like a third of the time.
Yeah, we always have rom-com month. We always have
Space
space
month,
month and
Christmas
June,
month.
Christmas month and horror month. Then we've had just some random ones. One time we had Basketball Bros.
We had Animal Month or something.
We had Pet Pals. We had a fucking Andre month once where we just did
Yeah.
films about Andres.
Yeah. My Dinner with Andre.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
What was the other
Andre, My
two?
Dinner with Andre, The Princess Bride, and
I can't remember.
Semi-Pro for Andre 3000.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we've had some one-off themed months, but we
Andre
always
Month
have
was the best one.
Which one?
Andre Month, of course.
Andre months is so good. It was so weird.
Yeah.
Basketball Bros was pretty good.
That's also good.
Pet Pals, yeah.
We'll
But
come up
always
with
have
more.
those. We always have rom-com, sci-fi, horror, and holiday movies.
Nice.
It was always Christmas, and then we decided we needed to spice it up. What do we do? We did 8 Crazy Nights, the Jewish
Yeah.
Adam Sandler animated
Oh
movie.
boy.
Oh,
man.
Bad movie.
That's a technical foul.
Bad movie.
You guys have seen some shit over the years.
We have seen
Of
some
course.
horrendous stuff.
All right, later,
But-
dudes.
but-
I gotta peep out.
But we'll do
Good to
good
see you,
things
Lucas.
like The Seventh Seal
See
and
ya.
Solaris and
Bye bye.
My Dinner with Andre. That one rocked.